Neanderthals, now extinct, were the closest known relatives to humans. The Homo sapien and Homo neandertalensis lineages are thought to have split between 500,000 and 650,000 years ago, with the oldest evidence of a Neanderthal's existence being close to that age. Neanderthals lived until as recently as 40,000 years ago, with evidence pointing to the last ones hanging on the island of Gibraltar. Here are 5 fascinating facts about the Neanderthals. 1. Neanderthals mated with humans. A lot of people even today have Neanderthal DNA. This is because Neanderthals would mate with humans. In fact, approximately 20% of the Neanderthal genome still persists within human DNA now. Genome sequencing studies have suggested that Neanderthals reproduced with early humans during the Ice Age. However, modern humans do not have any Neanderthal mitochondrial DNA. This DNA can only be passed down by mothers, suggesting that only the mating of a female human and male Neanderthal could produce viable offspring with the ability to reproduce. 2. Neanderthals evolved to share traits with woolly mammoths. As many know, the woolly mammoth was an ancestor of the modern elephant. These animals weighed up to 12,000 pounds and were covered in fur, as the name suggests. A 2019 study showed that both woolly mammoths and Neanderthals shared more than one molecular sign and shared servers genes for resisting the cold weather. Even though you may not think these species are similar, they both evolved from African ancestors. They also both had to adapt to the cold environments characteristic of Ice Age Eurasia. Both species went into extinction at about the same time. This is a great example of convergent evolution. Both species went through similar adaptations as a result of dealing with similar conditions. 3. Many modern human traits came from Neanderthals. There are many benefits that have been brought to humans by the DNA of Neanderthals. This DNA contributed to boosted immune functioning. There are also some Neanderthal genes that are thought to have contributed to the composition of the brain, muscle contraction, and body fat distribution. There are also some negative traits that were brought about by Neanderthal DNA, including diabetes, Crohn's disease, celiac disease, allergies to pollen and animal fur, excessive blood clotting, and even major depressive disorder. 4. They were artists. According to research published in 2018, Neanderthals made the earliest known cave art. The study focused on art in 3 Spanish caves that contained red and black renderings of animals, dots, and geometric signs, plus hand stencils, handprints, and engravings. Researchers found that the paintings were created at least 64,000 years ago, 20,000 years before Homo sapiens arrived in Europe. Neanderthals were the continent's only human species at the time, so they must have been the creators. One result of this discovery is the indication that Neanderthals had an artistic sensibility much like that of early Homo sapiens. The art is not a one-off accident, says author Paul Pettit. We have examples in 3 caves, 700 kilometers apart, and evidence that it was a long-lived tradition. 5. Neanderthals thoughtfully buried their dead. By studying grave sites in Western Europe, researchers concluded that Neanderthals did indeed bury their dead. They may have also left flowers and other grave markers with the deceased. This hypothesis comes from pollen findings in northern Iraq's Shanidar Graves 1. It may sound inconsequential to us, as placing flowers on gravesites is common for modern humans, but for the Neanderthals, collecting them meant going out in the cold of the Ice Age and traversing the dangerous mountainside. The symbolic gesture of leaving flowers with the dead, and the great lengths they went to do it, is in line with other behavior that reflects symbolic thinking by Neanderthals, including decorating themselves with pigment, jewelry, feathers, and shells. No other primate and no other earlier human species practiced burying their dead. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this video.